Duke Carolina Final Four is real. I don't want to. Duke has to do a lot of work. Carolina has to do a lot of work. There is potential.
There's a chance. And that is crazy. We talked about it.
I don't know if I could watch.
Wasn't that like a possibility a couple of years ago, but then Carolina lost in the first round to Wisconsin and like never really panned out.
Everyone picked it in 2019 when Duke had Zion. And then I think you guys lost to Texas A&M.
Yeah, that's when people were sick and Robert Wade. Yeah. Yep. This year, it seems more of a possibility this year than ever before. With the teams that are ahead for both teams on the road, the bracket, it seems decent odds, especially if both of them win this weekend. Like the first game.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could do it.
We couldn't have a podcast for a couple of weeks. Just whoever won, whatever. We just couldn't do it.
Because that's it. Like once they meet in the tournament, especially the Final Four.
Yeah.
They meet in a final. Like if it happened in the Sweet 16, like, yeah, it would be big, but like it would, I think it would only matter for that season. Elite Eight, it would matter because that takes you to the Final Four. In the Final Four, though, to go to the national championship.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that game has bragging rights forever. Nobody ever thinks about Coach K's last game at Cameron Indoor.
I don't know about that.
Ever again. No. If you lose in the Final Four,
that's always there.
That one will sting for the rest of your life, especially if that team goes on to win the national title and you guys lost in the Final Four. It's over. That will always
If
that will always be the card.
Here's the thing, though, because if that happens and Carolina loses in the Final Four to Duke, I'm instantly going to sit here and say Duke's the 2 seed, Carolina's an 8 seed. They shouldn't even be here. Carolina's playing with house money. You're supposed to. That's what I love. Because Carolina didn't do that well as favorites this year. You know, like they lost to some horrible teams. They're not supposed to be here right now, which I love. I love that.
But oh my gosh,
that would take 5 years off my life. I'm serious.
I almost feel like I'd get so amped up for that game where I would have to just talk to myself like, I don't care what happens.
Yeah. And then like at the very end, like if it's close, we're like, you know, if we lose on a buzzer beater, it's fine. I'm just gonna go outside.
Yeah,
I'll get some food.
I'm gonna go out.
Good season.
Go out with my lady. You know, have a great day. You know, take her out to dinner and not have to think about basketball. I was texting some people this weekend too. I hate how much I care about sports and how much I can't stand how much I care about like Duke basketball and sports in general, because how easy would life be if you didn't have to sweat out that Baylor game, or I didn't have to sweat out that Michigan State game, or you didn't have to sweat out, your bracket and stuff like that.
I was on the floor with my head in my hands when Baylor and Carolina went to overtime. I was like shaking. It was unreal. And I don't usually get into the games like that, but in NCAA tournament games, whole different story.
It's another breed. Even the Cal State Fullerton game, like, you're winning those games when you're a 1-2 seed, but especially as a Duke fan, I was at the Duke Lehigh game. It's always real. There's always that possibility. And there's nothing worse than when your team loses in the NCAA tournament and you realize, I don't get to see this for another 8 months.
Yep. And especially for Duke fans this year, that's it for Coach K. So it's going to be a whole
with Coach K. I'm not.
Yeah, we didn't have to experience that because Roy Williams, nobody knew he was going to retire, so we didn't get that feeling. But yeah,
I'm not like that upset about Coach K leaving. Like, whatever. I mean, John.
Real quick before we go, did Adam Stanko's tweet? Shout out Adam Stanko about Coach K maybe coming back in a couple of years and coaching at a smaller school. I'm sorry, I can't see that. Like, I know I get the idea, but
he
not
goes
Coach
back
K.
to Army and takes him to the title.
Not Coach K though. I can't see that happening. I think he's legitimately done.
No, I don't. I think he'll be done. I think he'll be 100%. Okay. He's going to be all over consulting roles. The thing is, like, he'll say like, oh, he'll go into like the darkness, like won't be seen much around public.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a lie. We're going to see him all over TV. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
You don't think he'll be at all the games? Because Roy Williams has been at every Carolina game this year. You don't think Coach K will come to every Duke game?
No, just because Coach K doesn't have a spot to sit where he can't be, because Coach K gets being around fans.
Oh, yeah.
There's just no spot in Cameron where you can sit comfortably and not be near your fans. Like, Roy Williams has security guards on that lower bowl front row where you can get by.
Not really. I'm telling you, Carter, I've been to a lot of the games this year since he's been coming to all the games. There is a line all the way up the bleachers from where he sits, people signing, taking pictures. He takes a selfie with everybody. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, we saw the Hornets game. He did that when the Hornets Bulls played. Everybody went up to him. He took a picture with everybody. I know. I really do like Roy Williams, but yeah, Coach K's not doing it. He's going to be on TV. He'll make TV appearances on ESPN, TNT. He'll be doing stories. He'll hop on podcasts. He's not done like doing that. He'll keep his name out there. He'll still be in the spotlight.
I don't think he'll be a head coach, though.
He'll never be a head coach again. No.
I really don't think so.
I think he does like a Jerry West role, but with college basketball.